What is going on, you guys? I need to turn that down a little bit. I think we're good now. What's going on, everybody? Let me get over here to the chat, and I also need to pull it up in the streaming software. How's everybody doing? So we've got some questions coming in right now that I'll answer before we get into the discussion with the Dogleg Garage. Dice, thank you for sharing the form. So Tony asked, who do I think is going to win the championship? I think Byron's going to be really, really tough to beat. Same with Larson. I hope Bell gets it done. I'd love to see Blaney get in there and get it done as well. But the HMS guys, they are looking really, really good. Sebas, yeah, I wanted Blaney to win too. I really don't want to blame Kyle Larson for potentially screwing that up for him, but it's hard not to. But yeah, so there's the form for you guys. It's in the chat. Be sure to fill that out. We'd love to see your all's responses. But yeah, let's get into the discussion with the Dogleg Garage. Let me know if my audio sounds good. Let's join in. Hey guys. Hey guys.
Hello.
You're talking about the finish. I'm talking about the whole race. You're talking about a finish.
Hey guys, what's up? Hey, we are
surprisingly heated debate about Watkins going on right now.
All right, well, let's get into it, guys. We are live on the stream. I think we got a new guy in here too. Denny Hamlin is a beast. Welcome in.
Hello.
To the discussion.
Well, he sure was a beast today. The way he hit that wall, damn.
Dude, where does the form? I can't find it.
Dice, can you? Dice, put the form in Race Reaction News, please, and we'll get the Discord family on there. Let's see. All right.
The doc or the form? I guess I should ask.
Let's do the form. I personally like the form, but people can do what they want.
Yeah.
We do the doc on the call.
What's up, Christian? You not joining us today? Are you?
I am here right now.
Oh, awesome! I saw you in the YouTube chat too, so I was like, all right, what are we doing here? Awesome.
I'm all over the place.
Double dipping is what Nino's doing.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That's right.
All right, so let's get into it. I think I'm going to do something pretty crazy that I don't think we've ever done before, but we'll get to that very shortly. We're going to start off with Christopher Bell. I mean, this gets your weekly 10, doesn't it? I think, right?
Yeah.
Clutch.
If I can even get my.
How come he never rode the wall up now?
It was the one guy just went ahead and gave everybody ones. I'm gonna clear responses. That does not count.
Yeah. Anybody in the YouTube chat? We do this to get we do a nice average for everybody. So do it on an honest scale. Just keep that in mind. And that's if you want your voice to be heard. I mean, if you want to do ones across the board, we'll laugh at it, but it's not going to go into the average. So,
yeah, no.
All right, yeah, let's kick it off. Christopher Bell, like I said, he gets a 10. I think that's a pretty unanimous decision, correct, guys?
One word for Bell. Hold on. One word for Bell.
Oh yeah, definitely.
One word for Bell. Tight.
Yeah, how many? Yeah, he overcame that today.
Still got it around there.
That was
yeah.
He overcame that today.
Man, he's just screaming tight, and he was a little sassy today, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Hey, he got it done though. You love it.
Tight. I swear, Bell was the tightest that he pretty much has been any race so far in the playoffs.
Hey, man,
he was just tight out the wazoo.
Y'all gotta hear his outboard, man. Sometimes he just.
They were far from the best car too.
Janet Jackson.
Bro, all this race was just championship contenders just blowing up pretty much.
That's
yeah, that is the beauty. Yeah, that's exactly that's the beauty of these playoffs. Let's move to Ryan Blaney, and here's where I'm going to do something that we haven't done before. I'm gonna also give Ryan Blaney a 10.
No, I've done it. I've given second place a 10 before.
No.
He won the stage. I'll give him that, but a 10 I think is excessive, no?
No, I
Guns
think
for
it's
a perfect day, and if he had a perfect day, he would be in the final four. So no tag.
Well,
never
it's a
mind.
perfect day. Then
Well,
Bell shouldn't have one.
He's
either.
in the
He
final
have a
four
perfect
right
day,
now,
maybe.
isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
well.
Right now,
He
he's
went.
Yeah, he's plus
He
10.
he had a 27-point swing, won a stage, and if it was again, who's to know? He had the fastest car all day. Maybe that incident with Larson did something. We're gonna get to that, but the dude made a 27-point swing, finished second. If he had 5 more laps, he may have got to him. Who knows? But even regardless of that, phenomenal day. I'm giving him a 10. I'd like to hear what you guys think.
Yeah,
I agree.
man.
I say
Blaney's exceeded expectations in these rounds.
8.
I
That's
thought
not-
he was win, but he didn't win.
Big ol'
And here
eight.
he is.
as
They
of
go
right
there.
He's not
now,
must win though.
for
at least
the
in
4 drivers
9.
in, Bell and Larson are locked in due to the wins. The other
Yes.
2 drivers in for the championship 4. William Byron is sitting third, 30 points
Byron's
up.
basically a lock.
Blaney is 4th with 10 points up.
I don't
Byron's
think
facing
Blaney.
Winston
That means
State.
Reddick is
Good.
10 behind, Truex is 17 back, Denny Hamlin is
Get him back up.
17 back, and Chris Buescher is 43 points back.
Wow.
Buescher's
Wow.
going to Martinsville in a must-win.
Yeah, Buescher's out.
Byron's needs
Buescher's not making
2
chase.
stage wins to be locked in.
The unfortunate thing for Buescher is they outlawed the wall ride, so he can't do nothing about it.
I mean, he can win, but he can't win that
Well,
way.
it's a Ford,
Yeah,
and
he
the
did.
Ford's been pretty good at Martinsville.
So,
Yeah, Buescher's a
Um,
must-win.
Hang on, what would we call it if Buescher did a wall ride? Chastain has the Hail Melon. What would it be for Buescher?
illegal.
Disqualification.
Yeah, illegal. So,
You can call it a
If it was legal, it would be
roller
called it.
coaster.
Yeah, if Buescher does a wall ride at Martinsville, it's going to be the fastest DQ in NASCAR history.
Dude, Kevin Smith in the truck race earlier, we disqualified him.
The
in the middle of
Texas
race
wall
for that
ride.
windshield.
Texas wall ride, that ain't bad actually.
Guys,
But it'd be the Texas wall ride disqualification.
Population tanker.
Yeah.
all right, let's
no. For
let's-
Texas,
I don't want to be rude, but don't we got like
30,000.
34 drivers to rank as well?
let's keep it moving. Let's go to Tyler Reddick with a
Right.
3rd place
Yeah, Reddick
finish.
next.
8.
So I think the
Let's
handover.
give him a 9. I mean an 8.
This was his chance, and he blew it.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him an 8. He had a good day. It's just this was his chance, in my opinion.
That paint scheme was ugly though. Like it did not look good on the sides.
I
So I'm
agree.
gonna give him
Yeah,
5.
garbage.
I'm just gonna say both 2311 cars. I mean, they weren't horrible in my opinion, but they could have done better.
No, Grimace. The Grimace was good.
Pretty horrible.
Grimace.
Grimace
Did
was
they
good.
lead a lap?
Yes, Reddick
He was
led
there
one
all
lap.
day. He was always there.
It was kind of funny watching the Hamburglar pass William Byron the final laps.
Yeah, Byron got beat by the Hamburger.
Bro, that paint
Logano
scheme
got beat
sucks
by
though.
Grimace.
Like I'm gonna be the only guy. That paint scheme sucks on the side. Like
Yeah,
if you look at the side, it's
garbage.
ugly.
Yeah, I don't think either are very good.
There was nothing on the side almost.
Yeah,
The
it's black and white. Black and
paint
white.
scheme was
I actually thought they were kind of
awful.
decent. I mean, they were cool
No,
concept.
they were.
The side
I mean,
of
I
it.
like
The side.
the
like,
hood
the
was
front is
good.
good. Front is the only good part.
Side
Side
of
is
the
bad.
car.
The
Yeah.
Grimace car was the best McDonald's car out there.
Why don't we say that
You're
about
wrong.
when we get
Oh,
to
yeah.
Baltimore?
All right, let's go to William Byron with a 4th place finish. I thought he was gonna.
An 8.
I thought he was.
Why?
I thought he was gonna do it again and steal one from us, but luckily that didn't
Actually,
happen.
give him a 9.
I was like, oh, Byron won.
He failed. He's just awful.
I'm gonna give him
You
an
know
8.
what?
He finished 4th. You
9.
gonna call that awful?
I'm gonna bump it down to 6 just because he got passed by the Hamburglar.
No,
Yeah,
man.
6 is crazy. 6 is
That's
crazy.
that's pretty rough.
Yeah.
I-
I can agree with Matt with an 8.
Seven.
But the funny thing is, the top 4 drivers, Bell, Blaney, Reddick, and Byron, all had laps led today. Bell led 20, Blaney led 53, Reddick led 1, and Byron led 25 laps.
Let's see.
And then to
Good day. It was a good day
who
for him.
led none.
Yeah, I'm putting Byron at a 9 for the sheer amount of laps he led today.
25.
Hell yeah.
How many laps he
Yeah.
led? He led
Most.
one, so
Let's see. All right, let's go to this is a surprising one. AJ Allmendinger. I need to know before I rate him. Did he get any stage points today?
No.
I don't think so. I never seen him.
Nada.
No
Did
stage
he lead a
points.
lap?
I don't think he
No,
got
he
it.
didn't. He didn't lead a lap either. But I don't know if he had
had a
any.
great race.
Solid
No,
7.
no, he did not
I
get stage
mean,
points.
he's really good at Miami.
He wasn't
Last
slow
year,
either,
he was
though. He
good.
was top 20 the whole time.
I still I'm gonna
He
give
finished
him.
fifth. Give him an
I'm
eight.
gonna I'm giving him an 8. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a phenomenal day
Lead
for
a
that
lap
team.
for an 8.
Let's see. All right, we can go to who was next after that? That was Bubba. Bubba came
Bubba
home
was.
with
He
6th.
gets an 8.
Bubba.
Ooh.
Actually,
So
he
I
got
think
the loss.
Miami is a pretty
His day
good-
was up and down.
He had a great short run speed, but that long run was terrible.
Oh,
No
yeah.
stage
He had a
points.
short run car.
He fell
then-
off
Yeah.
after stage 1.
On lap 13, he was losing spots. I thought he had a flat. It was like Truex in Kansas, just falling out really quick. I didn't hear
Yeah,
anything
no,
on the
Did he
Bubba had a
lead a
short
lap?
car,
Give.
but if
Yeah, he
he
had
wanted to
13
hit a
laps.
long run, he basically like threw a boat anchor out the window. He went from leading to 5th or 6th or 7th in a handful of laps. He led 9 laps total on the day.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
even
All
know
right,
that.
so he's getting an 8 because he led some laps and got
No,
stage
give
points.
him a 7.
He led from lap 2 to 9 from 2 to 10 according to Racing Reference.
He got no
He
stage
did.
points. He
He
got
didn't.
0.
He got no stage points, but
Oh,
he
he
did
got no
lead.
stage
So
points?
No, he did not.
Grimace
Yeah,
is
John.
his first NASCAR laps.
I gave him an 8. Grimace.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Hey,
I'll give him an 8.
All right.
Let's
They should have ran the. They should have.
I guess I can agree with Ali
Yes.
here and go with the
Gerber,
7.
baby.
Yeah, Ty Gibbs, 7th place finish. He didn't have the same issues that the other half of the Joe Gibbs team did.
Bro.
No,
Bro.
no,
Going
he
with
did
an
not.
He was in the top 10 all day, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Top 10, top
Nice.
15,
He was
third
up-
place.
he
It's a
was up
cup
there.
race. My
I never
profile
seen him
picture
in the
is
top
Gerber, baby, for
5.
a day.
And the funny
I
thing
don't know.
is,
Give him an 8.
Ty Gibbs, he actually got stage points. He in both.
Oh, yeah.
What?
He got 10th
Did he
in
lead?
stage 1 and 8th in stage 2. So he got 4 points on the day.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him an.
stage-
I'm gonna give him an
I said
8.
Give him an 8 or a 9.
Yeah, I gave him an 8.
That's crazy. That's
Good,
crazy.
good.
All right.
I'm giving a 7. No
crazy.
laps led.
Wow.
Harsh critics.
It's
Yeah, he's a rookie, man. Let the rookie shoot.
I give
Yeah,
him
I
an 8.
mean, okay, he
7th
didn't
laps
lead
led.
any
Ty
laps.
Gibbs. That's pretty good.
It's
Let the
Ty
rookie
Gibbs.
chill for a
No,
bit.
he did not.
Oh,
Ty
Harsh,
Gibbs did
the
not
rookie.
lead a lap at all.
Oh, I thought it. Oh, yeah, it's stage points he got.
Hey, what's going on,
Yeah,
Joel?
yeah,
Thanks for
yeah.
joining
Yeah.
us.
Still, for Ty
Yeah.
Gibbs,
Yeah,
that's
lap.
pretty decent.
For a 7th place finish, top
Yeah,
10.
Hey, thanks for joining us, Joel. Appreciate that.
That's good for him.
Like, y'all
Good for
forget,
Ty.
is he a rookie? He's a rookie. Right?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna
Exactly.
grade him a little bit less because
All
Yeah.
right.
He did fill in. He filled in for Chris Buescher, so remember that.
I feel like he was the one guy that finished top 10 that they didn't talk about at all.
He definitely. Yeah, he did. They didn't say much
No,
about him.
They did. He was the first guy they talked about on the through the field or whatever it is. But
Yep.
No, it's not. No.
Let's go to
Come on.
Joey Logano.
And the
He's-
funny
This
thing is,
dude
Logano
was
led
right?
no laps today. He didn't get a
Yeah, but
single
where did he
lap
start?
led at all today.
No, but he had stage points though, right?
He started in the back.
No.
He was-
One in stage 2.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I forgot. He started.
Yeah,
in
he
the
got
back.
one
Oh,
stage
Starting
point.
last.
I'll give him a 7. I'm gonna give
7,
Logano
yeah.
a 7.
Perfect. A 9. You can't just start in the back and make your field like
A
that.
9?
I mean, he started dead
9?
last, and track position
I
was very
say if
key.
you get in the
Still.
top 10, but you don't lead any laps, you get a solid 7. I say that's an appropriate score for that.
I'm sorry, but where did Joey Logano start? 36.
Dead last.
Dead
Dead
last.
last.
Would he have
finished
started
8th.
better? Yes.
If he started better, I would have given him less of a score because he couldn't maintain it. But
Well, yes, but he got himself into that situation because of a stupid mistake he owned of his own creation.
exactly,
Yeah,
his
he
own race
crashed
was
in
able
one
to
practice
recover
at
it. He was able to
qualifying.
get a higher,
He had to go to a
higher
backup
score.
car. So yeah, of course he was gonna have to start in the back.
If we're gonna
That
rate
was-
based
yeah,
on
just
finishes rather
a
than
7.
running, I'd rather
A
give
7
Joey
is
Logano a
perfect.
good finish because of how well he ran.
That's
From the
fair.
back.
I mean, it was.
Like, if you look at the race, I've been looking at the bottom 20 for a lot of time, and passes were non-existent right there. So Joe Logano making through the field, I would give him a 9. That's why.
Solid. Let's
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think we
that's
all know why
true,
you
let's-
were looking at the bottom 20 the entire time.
Yeah, that is true. He
Let's
was back most of the day, and then he finally was able to get his car to work for him or something, and then just kind of second half of the race, halfway through stage 2, he just started coming up.
Yep. Let's move to Eric Almirola. This is also kind of surprising. I'm gonna give him a 7 for today.
I'll actually give him an 8.
You know what? He's actually doing pretty good today.
He came out of nowhere to get a top 10.
Yep.
I mean, he was top 20 the whole race. He's
was he?
Yeah, I mean, it was never mentioned, but he was there.
I saw him a couple times.
For anybody who paid attention to the scoring pylon that that NBC or whoever had on the broadcast of the race, yeah, he stayed top 20 practically the entire day. If he went outside the top 20, that was only because of pit stops. Yeah.
The scoring pylon
Yeah, I mean,
was like
overall,
Give him
Almirola,
like a
perfectly respectable.
7.
I'm
That's
giving him an 8
really
just because of the fact that
pretty
this is a
decent.
lot better than he usually runs, and
Yeah.
his
Fair.
equipment usually is terrible.
Like, look at what the HR cars look like.
SHR, they're bad.
Stuart Haas was decent today, actually. Surprisingly.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
let's round out our top.
Debatable.
Let's round out our top 10 with Austin Dillon.
So, A, I'm gonna give Austin Dillon an extra 5 points for being
Oh
related
boy,
to the
he
field.
came out of nowhere.
Or just because he passed Harvick.
I'm gonna give Austin Dillon an 8.
10 for most of the day,
An
so
8,
I'm gonna
yeah.
give him at least a 5. I'm gonna give him a
Outran
2
Kyle
bonus
Busch.
points for being related to Ty Dillon.
I will give him.
And I'm
I
gonna
will
give
give
him for
Dillon
the
that.
nice clean scheme. I'm gonna give him an 8.
He was
I
a
mean-
really underdog in this race. He was an underdog.
He ran really well all day long too.
Yeah, I mean, top 10 most all day except for pit stops. I actually managed some stage points, finished top 10, and outran his teammate Kyle Busch consistently.
Outran his teammate the entire day. Passed Harvick on pure speed.
Yeah.
Y'all saw his long run car?
Yeah, I mean, this
Like,
was
when
probably.
you're
I
long
would, I'm willing to hazard a bet this is probably Austin Dillon's most impressive performance this year.
Oh yeah, I think it is.
Unless he wins in the next 2 races somehow.
He's not.
Like, he's not winning Martinsville.
That's
It's
funny.
ridiculous.
Well, Harvick does have a shot to go
Martinsville.
out on top and win Phoenix.
It would be nice if
Well, he has
I'll
Harvick
have to go steal the script.
like,
I'll have to go steal the NASCAR
championship
script.
guy-
We'll see if that's true.
Say something about that.
Hey,
All right, let's go to Kevin Harvick, 11th place. Great paint scheme,
that ball
tear
at the
jerker
top,
of a day.
like it was
Yeah,
2001,
7,
baby.
8, 6.
I'm gonna give him a 7. I'll give him a 7.
Real quick, if we can go back to Austin Dillon for a quick minute. I
He
just
almost
noticed
finished in the top
Dillon
10.
got stage points. Surprisingly.
Yeah,
got
he
3
got
in stage 1 and then 2 in stage 2. So we got 5 points.
Yeah, like I said,
today.
he was
Harvick,
probably the most
Harvick was
impressive race.
just doing Harvick things, man.
I love that Budweiser car, man. Made me feel bad like in the 2000s, man. Love that car.
too.
Give him an extra 5 points.
And Harvick got none.
Nutshell.
Harvick got
Nutshell
no
is
stage
a
points.
nutshell.
All right. I think we go to Austin Cindric now.
Wow.
And let's
He almost finished in the top 10.
let's first of all, the Penske guys today were lights out. I mean, they put together a Penske of old performance today.
Finished the
He was
13th,
not top 10.
Entirely. Cindric really was not around much of the race.
I mean,
Well,
he
hold on,
wasn't
hold on.
slow
was
either.
Blaney,
Oh no, I'm gonna tell
Blaney was almost like a rocket ship.
Shindig ran like 22nd most of the day, but I will say something though. He had a good run, and if you discount Harrison Burton, he is the worst finishing Penske car at 12. 12.
Nice.
So he
Well,
had a
yeah,
pretty good day.
but still, 12 isn't terrible, especially considering his recent
Both
standards.
is all right.
Yeah,
So
that was a good day.
Here,
I'm
I'm
gonna give
giving
him
him
a
a
6
7.
for the kid.
I'll give him a
6 for the
7,
kid.
I mean,
but
he's in the
I can't give him
sophomore
anything more than
spot,
that.
so it's a good race for
Yeah,
him.
he can get a 7 for me.
Chris, why'd you give him a 5?
I'm gonna give him a 6. Although that paint
Give him a
scheme, I did
7.
not like it. I did not like that paint scheme. I know it was like cancer awareness and everything, but like that's a.
I'll admit that the
black
blue
does
does
not
look a
go
lot
with
better
it.
on that team.
The black does not go with that paint.
Let's
And
give it to Ryan Preece.
back to another Ford that overperformed today by standards, Ryan Preece.
Reese.
Yeah, Ryan Preece got 13th.
Cole Custer finished last year. I want to check that stat.
It wasn't that good.
Oh, Cole Custer is a different breed, bro.
I'm gonna give Priest a 7.
Chad, he's straight up
Say
Chad
7.
ass speaking.
In this race last year, Cole Custer got 24th.
Damn,
Well,
that's
no,
good.
I will
I'm
say
giving
Houston
Priest
has
an
a
extra
21.
in that one too.
Giving Priest extra bonus points because of that. Then
I mean, I gave Priest a 7. I thought it was pretty solid.
I was gonna give him a 5. All right.
My thing is, Harvick actually had a better result last year than this year. But
wait,
well, Stuart Haas were terrible from last year.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Eric Jones. Surprising day for them too.
These legacy
I
having
mean, they weren't there, so I have to give him a 6. But
yeah, that's what I gave him to, a 6.
Yeah.
These legacy motor clubs were doing super good every other race ever since the Gregson suspension, but now today when they got Nemechek, they kind of fell off in speed. No,
I thought Noah Gragson was in that car today.
yeah, that's
It seemed like it. Yeah,
we'll get to Hunter later.
43.
Not
42.
We'll get to John Hunter later.
They felt like they
Jones
were back
6.
Yeah, so we're talking about Eric Jones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it felt like it was like early legacy motor club speed.
We'll get
this week.
Mates, we'll get to John Hunter Nemechek when we get to him. We're talking about Eric Jones right now. I give him a 6. Can move on to Chase Elliott?
Yeah, I believe so. And Dice, your guy, top 15. How about that?
Yeah.
I'll take it.
To be honest, that was. I'll be completely honest though. That was the best he ran all day. I saw him in the scoring pylon. He was sub 30th for a good chunk of the race.
Wasn't he like 2 laps down at one point?
Yes. He got a lucky break thanks to that weird caution where Kyle Larson smashed into the sand.
I'm giving him a 5.
Just before the Larson incident, he was back to like 28th. He was able to take the wave around, get past some guys, and
yeah, he got. This was way
I'm
better
gonna,
than
I'm gonna give him a 4 just because of Chase Elliott standards.
Yeah,
he
this
was
is a Hendrick car. We saw what the
car.
other 2 guys did. This
We're
was.
talking about the other guy, but you can't run the top car like this.
Austin Dillon, Elliott.
Let's see. Who came after Chase Elliott? 16th place.
Daniel Suarez. Daniel Suarez, Trackhouse.
Suarez was just meh.
I don't. Hey guys, some of you guys may not like this.
I was paying
I
attention
don't
to the
think
Trackhouse
Suarez
guys.
is going to be in that 99 car for much longer. I mean, they got Zane Smith.
No, hold on. That's a dumb statement. I'll tell you later after this poll. Anyways, but I gotta say something.
I'm not sure.
I paid attention to the Trackhouse guys. Dale was here. That's why. Also, Jet Burns should have said Dale anyways. But here's the thing.
Jesus Christ.
Trackhouse guys because of that. Daniel Suarez had a bad short run car, but had a good long run. And when he's fighting to stay on the lead lap, he is fighting to stay on the lead lap. Holy cow!
That was a pretty good.
Did he hold up?
It looks like Brian Newman out there.
I'm not. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't
like
Newman.
isn't the only time he has done that.
Yeah, but yeah, I think Suarez, it really just comes down to next year because this is definitely a down year overall. Especially, although mainly I think it's just because Trackhouse had the bar so high last year.
I mean, Trackhouse was basically just what Ganassi was.
Not really. Originally, no. Originally, no.
We've only really got like 3 or really 2 years to go off of because I'm not counting 2021. That was just a weird year where they're starting.
Dumb. I'm just saying that. Like, I look at the stats and y'all don't know what you're talking about.
All right, now we go to Chase Briscoe.
Yeah, Briscoe is next in 17th.
Was he he's the
finishing SHR car.
Yeah.
Although then again, 17th is still good by their standards.
I mean, it's top 20, yeah, because SHR is pretty much a dumpster fire all year. I think. I don't think SHR has actually won a race this year.
No, they don't.
No,
they want to duel.
They should have.
Well, okay, they want a dual race, but that's not
points paying. It's points paying.
They're going to be good at Martinsville.
Hey, they almost had a second place finish a few weeks ago.
Well, no, he didn't.
I'm pretty sure the duel pays like a little bit of points. So
no, it doesn't.
No.
The
duel and the All-Star race are the 2 non-points paying races.
And the
besides,
Clash.
Yeah, I would say besides the Clash.
SHR
Yeah.
is done
duels
after
did pay
Harvest.
points.
Yeah, the
Like,
duels
on
used to
race
pay
car,
points,
I'm
but
sure they
not
did.
anymore.
Harvick
okay,
also
thank you.
second in Talladega.
Yeah, no,
Harvick
Harvick
has
did
been
not get
carrying
second.
that team.
So,
Harvick has been
Yeah.
carrying
Yeah,
SHR
but-
since 2014.
Oh boy, they're done for next year when Barry
I
comes
would-
in and does what Briscoe's doing, or maybe
No, he's been
worse.
really carrying since like 21. Honestly,
No, Harvick
He's
has been
really been
carrying
carrying
SHR since
since
2014.
That's pretty bold.
very good equipment.
That's a bold
referred-
statement for
They've had some
2018.
good drivers. Kurt Busch was in the
They had
for a while.
Kurt
I'd say
Busch
that.
there.
Kurt Busch, even Clint Boyer was pretty good.
Clint Boyer, I
Yeah.
mean, put some stuff up. So, and I mean,
Like he was consistent. Clint Boyer was consistent, which is better to say anything.
And he didn't really tear up too many cars either. Boyer didn't.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
Like,
it's
there's
really.
Briscoe and Reese who destroy those cars like they're trying to be the new Ricky Stenhouse. So
maybe since like 2019, he's been really carrying.
Who's after Briscoe?
Kyle
Busch.
Busch.
Kyle Busch. Oof.
He started 18th, then he
Oh.
finished 18th with no change really.
I'm gonna be harsh. I'm gonna give him a 3 because he's supposed to be way better than Dylan, and Dylan outran him badly.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a 4.
Kevin, who do you mean Boyer? Let me know what you mean by Boyer.
They said at the broadcast, Busch has had a top 10 streak of like 8 or 9 races, I think is what they said. He said 8 or 9 top 10s in a row at Homestead coming into this race, and he just wasn't there.
No, he was not.
wasn't even close.
No.
And especially damning when you consider what the fact that his 18th place finish is honestly kind of generous, just because we'll get to it later. But point is,
There's a
the
lot of
cars
guys
that finished
better
behind
than
him most.
Oh, you're talking about Byron. Yeah, Byron had a great car today. Absolutely, he was close to winning.
Kyle Busch flouted like 20th and 30th pretty much all day.
running 30th, he got last
Alex Bowman.
Bowman, oopsies. Sorry about that, Dice. But yeah, Bowman was, he was terrible.
Yeah,
I mean, the only driver,
was-
yes, Elliott was worse, but he was going laps down consistently. He had no speed at all.
I'm
It's
gonna say
just,
something. The
ugh.
goal was passing him for position. The goal was passing him for
cool.
position, lap down positions.
I mean, I'm giving Bowman a 4 personally.
Yeah,
I'm giving him a
that's
3.
fine.
I can't give much higher than
give him a
that.
3 actually.
Flamingos were nice though. I will tell you that.
Yeah, I mean that was a nice car.
Yeah, the paint scheme was nice. Okay, you know what? I'll give him a 4 because of the paint scheme, but
It's
other than that, it was
it's
terrible.
it's a shame we didn't see it very often though, but it was a good paint scheme.
We got flamingos on that.
Let's see.
LaJoy.
Yeah, LaJoy.
Or
Hey,
LaJoy.
top 20.
Yeah.
Wow.
An Aspire car.
And actually, he was actually running pretty well in the middle of the race, right?
I mean, to be completely,
Yeah,
I
he
mean, I
was-
saw him. He was like up to 11th at one point. I don't think he ever cracked the top.
He
10,
did. He
but-
actually he did.
I mean,
He was in
to
the
be
top
honest,
10, and then Hamlin
yeah,
passed him.
honestly-
Joy also got a couple stage points.
What?
That Larson
Wait,
match as well. He
I
was
made
top
that
10.
up.
Okay.
Yeah,
no.
no. LaJoy did not get stage points whatsoever. I'm looking right at it, and it's he was
I
not.
wish he did. That would have been cool.
That would have been
Yeah,
cool.
but
Give them
yeah, but
a
long story
7.
short, LaJoy.
I'll give him a 6.
I'm gonna give him a 7 for Spire.
I'll say
7.
he is. I'll say this. I'm pretty sure that LaJoy's 20th place finishing spot was actually worse than he.
Yeah, he Kevin Truex's engine blew. Unfortunately, there was oil coming out of the exhaust. It was bad. No good.
Actually, pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Stayed in the
I'm
top
giving it
15
5.
for a while.
Certainly good momentum. Do you want to move on to Busher?
Yeah, let's get to Busher, and that was bad.
I
I think
That was terrible. That was
I-
pitiful.
hold on.
They
I know
were
why.
like-
I know why.
They were like 27th on speed. before
I
the
know why
games.
though.
Speak up.
Why?
It's because of that Fastenal scheme. That one's
He-
cursed.
didn't he won the Bristol race with it?
That guy's been dead
You
for,
know,
dead for
Portland
months.
Jonas was up. He ate his Wheaties today.
Nah,
And
give him a
RFK just
2.
didn't have
First
it,
one on
man.
vacation.
Well, no, I wouldn't say
No,
that
RFK
didn't
had
have
it,
it.
but they just put it in the wrong car.
Brad
I mean,
had it. because
Brad
he was-
had it
he was
all day
leading
until the
leading-
issues.
he was leading a good chunk of laps and up in the top 5. He was reporting some brake shake, but
for a while, like wasn't he getting way back there?
well, not
though,
really. He
like
was
the first
5th in
day
stage
I
2 for
seen-
Brad, but we'll get to him. But point is, Busher did terrible.
Yeah, it was not good.
He's 100% in a must-win situation, and I'm just gonna call this now. He's not winning Martinsville.
Yeah. Today is the worst day for like RK. Like RK
He's gonna
was
do the
split
Texas
today.
wall
It's
ride.
usually bad. Both cars are bad. Both cars are good. But today was split.
Yep.
Yeah, they mentioned
the finish.
Let's go to Michael McDowell.
The Miguel was
nowhere.
He was.
I don't think I heard his name one time today.
Yeah,
he ran in the top 10
I heard it maybe twice.
restart,
But that was
during the restart. That's the only time. Restarts, he was in the top 10, like in the beginning. That was it.
I think it was just because his crew chief did his standard shtick of only chucking him out on 2 tires or something like that.
Oh, God.
Because that's, his crew chief does that a lot. But frankly speaking, McDowell was a pretty poor car, and I'm pretty sure only finished as well as he did due to the fact that a bunch of cars that were better than him crashed.
That's true too. Yeah.
I mean, McDowell
I can't do anything better than a 3.
That's what I gave him.
Front row car.
The only thing I can do max I could do is a 4. I mean, he did decent in front row.
4, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about it.
But
next?
Justin Haley.
He was a no-show.
Scared for the 31 car next year, because if Justin Haley's running like this week to week,
Daniel Heinrich's
I'm
gonna do
scared.
worse, a little worse.
That's
than
why
what
I'm scared.
Haley's doing.
I'm truly scared for that 31 car now.
No, I think Hemrick's gonna do okay.
Right, but he'll
Hemrick
be
will
like
do
a
all
side
right.
grade if anything. Because their calling as a whole is going to be a lot worse this year. They've been slowly getting worse and worse, especially in Xfinity.
Oh yeah.
But they've lost all of their good drivers at this point.
But they have Chad Dillon, they're gonna do way better. I'm just saying.
The only good driver that Colic has now is Allmendinger.
Yeah, I think Reddick did pretty well. Today was his chance to get something done, though, Kevin, and he just really didn't show up for it, in my opinion. He needed a win because Martinsville is not kind to him. I think he's going to need some help. Not to say he can't get it, but that's where I kind of think he's at.
It's entirely possible given his funding, but
proud to have it.
Well, did y'all read his Xfinity stats? Ty Dillon. I'm talking about Ty Dillon and the Xfinity car.
well, we can talk about him when we get to him. But as for Haley, I'm just gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave Haley at a 3.
By the way, Ty Dillon is the next driver. So
I'm leaving Haley. I'm leaving Haley at a
Ty
3.
Dillon, all right. Are we at Ty Dillon now?
boy.
Yes, we are, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm Ty because I review Ty Dillon every day.
Let's give Tech his Ty Dillon minute here.
Spire, listen to me. The Spire listened to me. In my opinion, they did an 8.8 stop today. I am happy. They finally did a good pit stop with Ty Dillon.
I'm sorry, what?
8th position.
Was it a 2-tire stop or was it an actual 4-tire stop?
It was an actual 4-tire stop.
2-tire stop.
It was like
an Spire do that.
I don't know how many.
I mean,
it was like
I'll be completely honest. Spire's pit crew was actually good. I watched some of LaJoy's ups, and they were actually pretty solid. I saw 9.4 out of them at one point.
5 stops, 7 stops, 7 stops, like every time. Now they're actually doing pretty good. And not only that, I saw Ty Dillon. Ty Dillon was beating the back market cars by a lot, and he got a top 25 like he was supposed
because of how many people wrecked.
How about you be quiet right now? Because he was running 27th before those wrecks.
So correct.
I will give him
position. Huh?
He was
how
not
great.
bad today.
Ty Dillon
Great.
ran.
Oh yeah, my bad. I'm
on
sorry. Is a
back.
back market car supposed to run top 20 or something? What do you mean by great?
He's still horrible, but like, yeah, he's good.
Yeah,
He's
oh
good
my
this
bad. I'm
Oh,
sorry. I
great.
can't
He
drive
ran-
this back
he ran
market
top
car to
30
a top 10
basically, and then just
position. My bad.
got
Fire
lucky.
Motorsports.
Because of the good guys crashing out.
Well,
I mean,
how
all right,
next
let's,
time
I will
you
give
guys
Ty
don't wreck
this.
out.
Move on.
I will give Ty this.
Yeah,
He
Todd
did
Gilliland. Move on.
keep
Who's
the car
next?
safe, but I'm giving him 3, and we're moving on.
I'm
Todd
giving him
Gilliland
a
is
nice
next.
5.
Todd Gilliland.
Todd Gilliland.
I mean,
Yeah,
he's
that was
listed.
bad,
That's all I
man.
can say.
It was the top 25 at least.
This guy just
He's
doesn't
not
have
been
it
good
anymore.
since the beginning of the season.
Wait, Martinsville is his next race, and he has pretty good stats on there.
I mean, Todd Gilliland's not horrible at Martinsville, but we really don't have too many of I think we only have maybe 3 races to go off of on stats. So we really don't have anything substantial to go off of.
I
we
mean,
have
he's pretty good
3
there, and
races.
didn't he won a truck race there too way
For the
back
truck
when?
race, read some laps in the cup race this year. Last year, he was running in the top 10, and then he flat spotted his tire. That was his
And in
fault,
the
though.
spring, he had that engine issue where he was down a cylinder running really well.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty good. He was running pretty
Well,
good before those
we'll
mistakes.
see when we get to Martinsville. But for now, as for this performance, though, he only finished as well as he did because of other cars crashing. So 2 because he kept his car clean. That's all I'm
2.
giving him.
Yeah, let's
I
go
saw
to Ryan Newman.
Yeah, Ryan Newman's next.
The Rocket Man is back.
Yeah, at least he didn't break the car.
Oh, he was the one of the 50.
He broke the car.
Why come back if you're Ryan Newman? You're just tainting your legacy for all the Newman fans.
Bro, because he
Don't think
wants
Ryan
to.
Newman,
He's
oh yeah,
he
Ryan
wants
who
to.
can
Let the
get
dude
back
race if he wants to
Ware and
race.
finished 30th there a
He's
couple
the
times.
new
Yeah,
Jeff
yeah.
Bodine.
I didn't
If
know
he
he was.
wants to race, let him race. Don't you think so? Would you rather see Carl Edwards come back or
Yes.
never come
Yes.
back? Like he comes back.
Yes.
Carl
I would
Edwards
love
comes
Carl
back and
Edwards
he
to
Yeah,
drives
come
for
back
Live
and take
Fast.
Ty Dillon's seat.
Carl Edwards comes back and drives for Live Fast right now. Do you want
I-
to see him race or do you want to see him gone
No,
from the sport
I would rather
forever?
see him racing a live fast car. He'd get
I want to
30th
see
at
him
best.
race.
Oh,
I
man.
don't care what car he's driving. I want to see that guy race again.
Well,
I
here's the
like
thing
exactly.
with Edwards.
Do you know how
That's what Greg
be
Biffle
enough for
did.
me.
Then
you know how
what?
painful 2020 was for me as a Kansas fan?
Yeah,
That's
that's
sad.
crazy. You know
True.
why? Because Kendrick
Kansas
wanted
came
to
back and
race and
painted his
he
legacy.
raced.
That's
If he
all that they're
won,
doing. And
if he
I'm
won
sorry.
Indy,
So
it would
if
have
you
been
don't
great.
want
Newman
to
still
race,
has
But it
talent,
wasn't worth
even
it.
as old
so
as he is.
apparently,
Newman still
if
has
you're like,
talent.
Yeah, he
if
does.
you have a
If you look at the
legacy,
SRX series,
apparently you can't
he
race
was
anymore after you're
consistent.
done your full-time
Newman
season.
is still
He
consistent,
deserves
even
a
with
top
age.
quality ride part time.
All right.
All right,
Let me
let's
ask you
Newman
this.
also
deserves a good
Or
quality ride.
let's
took Ty Dillon's
Okay.
seat and they recreated one of their old paint schemes, like Newman in like old Penske style scheme, or Edwards in the old Aflac scheme. That would be awesome.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
True.
Rick
But
Ware
as for
did that
Scott
at Darlington
Newman-
this year, so
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
true.
pretty
But
good.
as for Newman,
I
I'm
gave him
giving
a
him
2.
3 because he finished the race and he didn't break anything.
Yeah,
I'll
you
give him a
persuaded him.
enough.
I'll give him a 3.
He
Give
didn't
him
break
a less
check
than
Tyler
Scott
Reddick
Dillon, though.
and screw Harvick, so
I-
there's that.
I'll go 4 for Newman just because, again, a Rick Ware car, pretty decent, and he didn't crash.
What do you mean pretty decent? He
All
was
right.
30 at every
I'm
turn.
more giving him the 3
Let's-
because he didn't crash because
He
behind him is Ricky
tried,
Stenhouse
so of
Jr. and that was the first guy who had problems. He was the first guy to spin, and that basically ruined his aerodynamics, and he was done. Also, we are apparently missing Ricky Stenhouse on this document.
I got it. I got it.
Also,
Oh,
just a quick reminder.
There we go.
Just a
God,
quick
I didn't
reminder
even
for everybody on the
realize that.
call. Let's try our best at least to talk one at a time. It's starting to get a little. I've got somebody watching the stream, and it gets kind of crazy when everybody's going.
My
So
bad, then. My bad, y'all.
no, you're good. It's not just one person. So, let's
I
go.
agree with
Who? So Ricky Stenhouse, he didn't even finish the race, did he? Or did he actually come back
No, he
out and
finished.
finish?
Oh, he finished.
Yeah.
Okay.
It says running.
Second to last running car. It only had a
Okay.
Brad. So he was the first guy to finish that had known issues. So that makes Newman the lowest finishing car of the guys who had no problems.
So
Yeah.
with Stenhouse, I mean, I'll give. How was he running before the issues? Does anybody know or
Pretty
recall?
good, like 17th.
He wasn't
Yeah, he was
awful.
right
The
top
car
20
had
or
some
top
speed in
15.
it. I saw.
I'll give him a.
Top 20.
I'll give him a 3.
I give him
That
a
sounds
4
fair.
plus a bonus point for the scheme. That
I
vitamin
guess
water
I'll give him a
was nice.
3.
Yeah, I can give him a 3. I can agree.
I
It was
agree.
just kind of.
What was he
Yeah.
running before the wreck?
Like
Top 20.
15.
Top 25. Maybe 30.
All right.
It looks like
Okay,
he was
now
on the top
this.
15 or top 20.
I'm gonna
I
give
mean, I
him a
think
2
if he
then.
kept his car clean, he might have been able to make a top 15, considering all the
he
people that crashed, but who knows? Speaking of people who crashed, let's go to Brad
Brad.
Keselowski.
Yeah, that
Oh,
hurt me.
that's sad. That's sad.
Ooh.
Homie was leading,
Four.
and then
They were
Autumn
pretty
finished
alright.
in the top 20.
They
Give
had
him a
finished
He had
7.
16 laps today. Because last year had 16.
Yeah, he
stage
was
points
good.
as
At
well.
least he led laps.
Yeah. Doing pretty good, man. Remind me of 2005, man.
I'm
He was like
2005.
2005.
2005, New
Mark
Hampshire.
Martin leading
I
laps
mean,
at Homestead in
Miami.
the 6th car, I think is what he's getting at.
Yeah,
I
2005 when Roush was leading laps, you know? Roush 1, 2, 3, 4 finish.
There you go.
Yeah,
makes sense.
Roush
I
1, 2, 3,
copy now.
4.
I'll say this. I'm gonna say a 6 actually because I'm pretty sure the wreck that screwed his car was not his fault.
I'll give him a 5.
Yeah.
I'll give him a
Was
5.
it?
You're right.
I think it was his fault. No?
I give him a
Yeah, because
5.
Roush was
He
nobody
led
could
laps at least.
Roush.
Like, I'm still giving him a high score for like. I think it was his fault. No.
But
The wreck was it not his fault? It was.
no,
it
no,
wasn't.
I didn't even know he got
he
in
got
a wreck.
some
I thought his
damage.
brakes
It wasn't
just
You know
his
what?
fault.
Since he was involved, I'll just say how I believe I saw it. I believe that John Hunter Nemechek in the 42, who washed up the track and hooked his car off of Brad's nose, and Chastain was on the outside. Hunter got hooked in, and then he hit Chastain, and then Brad was just stuck, and then got his car torn up, which screwed his aero, and he was done. Well, not
Yeah,
done,
Brad was kind
but
of
you
the
know.
meat in the sandwich.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, not his fault. He couldn't really have done anything.
All right, let's go to Martin Truex Jr.
Oof.
I mean, Truex is a really annoying case because he was pretty decent, but then his car just died on him.
Yep.
Kyle, let's do
Motor
playoff laps. This is terrible.
Motor blew
The
up
worst
on
part was it's not
Truex.
really.
Hey NASCAR man, so the ticker at the bottom, I did it through Stream Elements. So I went into Stream Elements and made a widget for it, and I just put the finishing order of the race, and I just had the text scroll horizontally. So that's how I did that. And my graphic designer, Darksy YNS, actually made the overlay with the camera circle or square here and the daily downforce down below. So if you want to join the Discord, if you're not already in there, I wouldn't mind to show you how to do that if that's something that you're interested in doing.
A 4?
I'm sorry, but an
finish
engine
the
failure
playoffs,
it
but-
doesn't change the fact that it hurt you as the driver. We have to take that into account here.
Like at the end of the day, you still finished
I'll give him
29th. You had shitty luck, and it wasn't your fault. But
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to give
that's what
Truex a
ended up being
6 because it really wasn't his fault, but the finish does hurt him in the playoffs, so I can't, you know.
He's minus 17 to the red right now. So
Yeah.
he's
And
in a
Martinsville's
win
not.
situation.
That's must win.
Is Martinsville a very good
They
track
call
for
it Martinsville
Truex?
for a reason.
It's
I'm not
it
worried.
is certainly not must win, but it's not a good situation. I mean, look at it this way: Blaney was minus 17 coming into today, and now he's plus 10. So it's possible, but he definitely needed a lot of
I
help.
forgot about that.
Really,
But I
Blaney
don't
got that
think
high
he's gonna
because of
finish
this
second
kind of situation.
Right.
But
Truex is
Cameron's gonna
definitely going to need to get stage points at Martinsville to be able to, if he wishes to point his way into Phoenix.
Yeah, and it's
The
going
way
to
I
be
see
tough.
it for Truex, I'm just gonna call this now. He's not making it.
I hope you're correct. I hope you're right.
That is going to cook everybody's playoff brackets.
And I'm fine with that.
I want Truex to
One out
win.
of
That'll
four in the
save
final four.
my playoffs, and that'll get my first race win pick of the year right. So
There you go.
Well,
Let's
let's
move to the
on
other
Hamlin.
Joe Gibbs. Yeah, Denny Hamlin. I'm going to preface this by say I hate Hamlin. I'm not going to give him a bad score though. I'm going to give Hamlin the exact same score, a 6. I don't think it was necessarily his fault that he had the issue. So
I want to say something here. I know I always say good cars are made out of spaghetti, but the air broke his toe.
Listen, the air
The air is the almighty thing.
Yeah, the air is the GOAT for this race. Sorry, Hamlin fans.
How does that even happen?
No, I thought Hamlin got at one point.
And the steering wheel snapped back to the left, to the right on him as he was heading into turn 1. Not
Yeah,
really causing.
if anything, it's probably just never
Mechanical, if anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a 6.
Something broke on Hamlin's, and he just creamed the outside wall in turn 1.
How does it break on its own like that? Just
I think he got into the
Fucking
wall
hell.
earlier in the race.
I think
it
he
loosened or
was
did
also
something, and then it just broke.
like
I don't
even
know,
still,
that
he
really
never
stands
made
out
any
that
hard
first word.
contact. That's so I don't like Hamlin, but even still, that's just so stupid.
I mean, yeah, I frankly had him. I frankly had Hamlin moving on along with Truex, Larson, and Byron, and this is definitely not the finish
I'm only
Hamlin
getting
was
one.
deserving of.
I'm only getting one championship for pick right.
Yeah, same.
I think I'm getting none.
I'm in position. I'm basically
off.
guaranteed to have 2 right and maybe a third if I'm lucky. But let's
I got
let's
right
ignore our
now,
championship
open
picks. Let's go on to Ross Chastain.
Yeah,
Well,
Chastain.
Oh, he was so good.
He was so good. He
was
had
doing good. Yeah, he was in the top 5.
They weren't
I
that
said this
good.
yesterday, but he had watermelon balls. Like he was doing some crazy moves.
Jesus, there it is.
Chastain, I think, was a victim of another short run car. It was the same cars they brought to Vegas, as far as I heard on the broadcast, and it showed because he got to the top 5 and was competitive, but he got no stage points. But still, he definitely had a fast car and probably could have contended had he not gotten screwed by John Hunter Nemechek walking up the track. So it's hard to say.
That's
yeah,
right.
Chastain was just a victim. He was kind of the other slice of the bread of the Keselowski Nemechek wreck.
Yep.
Yeah.
Chastain was on the outside. Brad was in the middle. Nemechek was underneath
Yeah,
Brad, and then I think
frankly
somebody was underneath Nemechek.
Yeah, for that reason, I'm giving him the same score as Hamlin and Truex, a 4.
I said 4 as well.
Yeah, I think I'll
because
agree.
he got no stage points.
I can agree with that.
Let's go on to the causer of the crash, John Hunter Nemechek, and I'm giving him a 1.
A what?
Third place, Ty Dillon with this guy. Jimmy Johnson
I'm
can't
sorry,
see
this was
talent.
a bad performance.
They're not replacing Ty Dillon with this guy.
Well, they did
Oh, God,
technically. Ty Dillon used to drive the 42 car. They replaced him with this guy. I mean, like.
Well,
Jimmy Johnson-
they replaced Ty Dillon with Noah Gregson.
Yeah,
And
they
look where he's at.
Worse than Ty Dillon. So in Ty Dillon's defense, he did beat Noah Gregson.
Yes.
I mean, granted, Legacy was better that year, but
I don't remember where I saw this. I don't think it was in the server, but maybe it was. But someone said that the fact that this John Hunter Nemechek has like 8 Xfinity wins and can't do anything in Cup just shows the state of the Xfinity series right now.
I mean, to be fair to John Hunter Nemechek, it's inexperience the first time, but this time was just I don't really know how it went this badly.
Was this his first Cup race?
No.
Oh no! He did full time. He did full time actually.
But not in the next gen.
Yeah. What am I thinking? Since
I'm gonna say this about Nemechek though.
yeah, since he went back down to the lower division after that first full time run in like 2020 or 2021, he's like a totally different. He's like a totally different guy.
Oh yeah.
He used to be a cool dude, and now he's just I don't know.
I'm gonna miss him. I'm gonna miss him with the Xfinity series. Like that was a fun Xfinity series. 4 title contenders.
But yeah, as for this performance, this was completely unacceptable.
Yeah,
because
he
even
got a
before
1.
this wreck, he was laps down. He was getting beat by the Rick Ware cars on pure speed, and heck, even the Live Fast as Motorsport 778 was beating him on speed up until Obalicki, he had his problems. This was I mean, I would have rather seen Hocevar in this car because this was disastrous.
Hocevar is the best driver they've had there for a while.
Yep.
No doubt.
But that's what I was gonna say earlier. Like, they replaced Ty Dillon with Hocevar.
It just doesn't make
That's
sense.
not. I don't want to hear about
better.
Hocevar. He ain't gonna win the truck championship. Hocevar's hell.
Jesus.
I just don't see how Gregson is. Hocevar may be better than Gregson, but Gregson is not that much worse than Hocevar. Where in the same car, Gregson can run 30th and crash out, and Hocevar can get a top 10 at the Bristol night race.
Yeah.
Well, technically he was outside, but yeah, Hocevar. Yep.
He deserved a top 10.
Frankly,
right.
Yeah, I mean loose wheel, but yeah.
Let's go to JJ Yaley.
Yeah.
Hey, the final piece of meat in that wreck sandwich.
Oh yeah, right.
And he got hit.
That was a hard hit though. Like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that was a ouch.
That was a pretty violent hit.
That wasn't a fun hit. I know that.
But yeah, frankly speaking, Yaley, his accident wasn't his fault, but he was not running well either. Frankly, just hope he's okay.
It seemed like
honestly,
he
it was
got
just
out on his own power, so he was fine.
Yeah,
it was a regular
JJ
should be fine.
Pretty much.
All right.
Let's go to Kyle Larson.
Yeah, Larson.
Larson. Right.
Oh boy.
1. He gets
They were
a
the
1.
best car today. They were dominant, but the sand barrel thing
That was
in
conflicted.
my opinion.
I mean,
mess up that bad.
He was trying to get around Ryan Blaney coming into the pits. He was trying to get as much as he could coming onto the pit.
And just got greedy.
Pit road.
I would have
Yeah,
rather
he
seen
got too greedy, and by the time he realized, it's like, oh crap, I'm too far out. I'm not going to be able to get around Blaney to be able to get into the pits quick enough. Oh, well, there's the sand barrels in front of me. Let me hang a left and try and avoid them. Well, when you're hanging a left and hard on the brakes, one, you're going to probably flat spot a tire, which I think you did.
Be totally real.
What's going on, Craig? Absolutely. We are repping the Daily Downforce. It is the NASCAR results powered by Daily Downforce. Thanks for joining in. We're almost through here today. We are on Kyle Larson talking about that hilarious incident.
But I did the exact same thing on iRacing Larry today.
But that's the difference, though.
The sand barrels the same amount of times as I have.
Yeah, that was. Regardless, that was
the same logic I used for Hamlin and Truex, and I'm going to give him a 3 simply for the fact that it was his own fault for this.
Yes.
He was running good beforehand,
same.
but because it was his own fault, I'm giving him a 3. Where Truex and Hamlin, it wasn't their fault. I gave them 4s.
I'm gonna be
96 laps on the day.
I'm gonna be harsh. I gave him a 1. I thought it was just moronic, for a lack of a better term. So
He cracked under pressure. If there wasn't even any pressure.
I mean, I'm also gonna say this for Larson as an end cap. I honestly think that there's a good chance he doesn't win this race, because I saw this being hit out of Blaney and Bell. Blaney was still hitting Larson.
Oh yeah, he was.
I feel like Larson wouldn't have won this race.
Yeah,
I agree.
But yeah, let's move on to Balicki.
Josh
Balicki. Get this wannabe out of this Cub series, man.
He ran backwards down pit road. That was pretty fun. I love to see that.
And they showed a bunch of damage to the right side of his car, so he must have hit the wall.
Bro, I don't even know how you could do that. Like, that's insane. Pitting from the top lane, going all the way down and then doing the slide. That's something, man.
That's he had damage to his car from hitting the wall.
That deserves a 0. Twin house level talent right there.
Thank goodness Christopher Bell was not there.
I mean, overall, he just flat out crashed.
All right, let's cap it off, because I do have a little surprise for everybody. I'm gonna get everybody on the calls answer on a certain question. So let's wrap it up with Harrison Burton. I know. I'm saying we need to move on to get to that, because we still have to do biggest winner and stuff too. So
Harrison Burton. I'm not even sure what happened. It says on the board overheating.
It was overheating.
Overheating, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it was rubber buildup.
Wasn't he running halfway decent though, or no?
No.
For him?
I didn't see him ever.
I didn't even know he was out.
I mean, I didn't even notice him leaving. So if I didn't notice him leaving, then there's no way he was running well. I'm giving him a 1. End of story.
Yeah, I'll give him a 1. Yeah.
Why is Burton in the 21?
Money.
Money. His dad.
I know
it's
money. They need a good
and they should have replaced him with like Ty Dillon or something. Actually,
I'm not sure that I'm not sure what the Wood brothers really have. Penske isn't good, and I don't know if Penske isn't great, and I don't know if Wood brothers are. If it's being compared to like Austin Stewart's car, or if it's something else.
That's the question we're gonna ask every time until Burton gets replaced.
I feel like the Wood brothers are closer to Rick Ware than Penske right now.
Yeah,
they're like a bridge between the two.
I agree.
All right,
What brothers just need
winner?
to
All right.
They've lost
big question here.
speed in the last
Biggest. All right, so biggest winner, I think it's pretty obvious, right? I mean,
it's either Bell or Blaney, because Bell won and Blaney made up a ton of points.
Well, Blaney's going to be my biggest surprise.
Yeah, fair enough.
Let the Bell
Yeah,
fan.
yeah.
I'm gonna
Bell,
say Wilson's
Bell
the
had a
biggest
very
surprise. Who thought he would hit the same girls?
almost a lap down, and for him to come back and win this is just incredible.
I have my biggest surprise being Austin Dillon.
I would have Eric Almirola.
I mean, let's.
I would say the decided to go was probably Denny Hamlin.
I mean,
Hamlin was
the biggest
certainly my
loser-
loser. Yeah, biggest loser was Hamlin.
I've basically got two options: either
Well-
Hamlin or Truex, because both of them got taken out by issues out of their control.
I think what I'm gonna do.
It's gonna hurt them badly.
I'm gonna do true.
OJ.
I'm gonna do Truex for the loser and biggest flop Hamlin because I thought Hamlin was gonna be really good today.
I wouldn't.
I'm
call
doing
Truex,
Nemechek as
I
my
wouldn't
biggest
call
loser.
Larson biggest loser because he already won a race. He didn't really lose much in terms of the championship.
Right.
It probably lost some momentum, but I mean, other than that,
Larson is my biggest flop.
Why? 'Cause he
Yeah,
won the
actually,
whole
Larson
pole?
He flopped those sand barrels down pretty good, so
It was a perfect
Right.
strike. He got a
Hey,
he got a
he
big one on
was
that.
there though.
Yeah.
I'm saying
You just
biggest flop
misjudged.
is Larson, but a very close second is John Hurt Nemechek because I expected way better out of him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Your
He
expectations.
was good last
were high.
year.
Allmendinger is surprised. I did not think he was going to get a top 5.
Fair.
That was crazy.
Yeah, that's a big one too. But all right, and then are we ready to put this thing on the heat index, or are we still doing our biggest winners?
I've got a couple of options for surprise. I've got Dylan, Allmendinger, Blaney is what I'm going with because I thought that it was a Penske car. He was going to do terribly, but he actually ran god fast.
Super fast.
I'm going with Dylan. Tied.
Alright.
That's what I'm going with.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
let's go right there. I like that guy.
For what? The biggest flop or
For biggest surprise, biggest winner,
loser,
biggest
which?
chat, biggest everything.
Biggest
I mean, we got
Chad.
a lot of options to pick from
That's
this
a
week.
new one.
All
So
right.
what's the special question, Matt?
Well, we're gonna do the heat index first, and then I got the
Yeah,
special
we gotta do
question.
the heat index.
Okay.
This race.
I'm gonna put this thing on as I'm gonna put it as I'm teetering between an 8 and a 9.
I'm
I'm
going
saying
with
8.
Between 8 and 7.
I'm gonna say 8. The top line is too dominant. That's the problem. That's it.
Bell literally won the race on the bottom line though. Like,
But hold on, but how did he
the
get
bottom
there?
did work. You could make passes.
Who was he
out there.
catching?
Because Christopher Bell
Byron.
got a really
But
good
why
run
was
out
he
of turn
catching
1 and
Byron?
made a
Because
3-wide
he
pass.
was running the bottom.
Last
So what did
restart.
he do? He decided in turn 1 and 2 to go on the top. So he ran in the top, and then he ran in the top again on turn 4, and he got that run to pass him in the bottom.
I'm
It's for racing, but like, I was looking at I was watching the race, and they would cut to commercial. I was looking at the aerial camera. There was a part where Bubba Wallace and Corey LaJoie like touched each other, and they checked up a little bit. There was so many drivers behind them, but they just checked up because the top lane was so dominant. They didn't want to go to the bottom.
all right.
Well, frankly speaking, if you had a good enough car, you could run the bottom. A lot of the passes were made through
Yeah,
through
they were
in the bottom of the
passes
seam.
on the
Yeah, I
bottom.
didn't know you were
Agree
getting
with
lots of
Jack.
big races.
Bottom is preferred, and that's just how it goes, and it also adds to the racing, in my opinion. It's a unique track.
Last
Like,
year's race was good.
All right.
last
Now,
year's race Vegas was better though.
It's still a good race.
we're
I'm
going
giving it
to try to stay as orderly as possible with this, but I posted this on the community tab. We got over 500 votes on it. It was crazy.
Good. Nice.
Where should the NASCAR finale be, and why?
All right, who's going first? We gonna go like top
All right,
to
so
bottom,
let's do it this way. So I'll just call it out at the top of my list. Hold on, disable that. We got coleslaw custard in here. So Custer, where do you think the finale should be?
You're putting me on the spot, man.
Do you want to go later?
Yes, sure.
All right. We'll go to Dice. Dice.
I think you already know what my opinion is on this topic.
We'll let everybody know it.
Homestead-Miami Speedway.
Yeah.
It just fits. It just
I
fits
agree.
it fits the atmosphere of the finale. Like that day to night race. Maybe I'm just a nostalgist, but it was.
No,
Yeah, I love the night.
I agree with you.
Like,
I'll give you that.
It felt like it was truly the right place for the finale.
Night
All
sky is
right.
pretty good.
Dominator. Dominator right here has the potential to have a perfect championship 4 and win this bracket challenge. So I want to hear where you think it should be.
Based on pure nostalgia, I was born 2003, so everything up until like
3 years ago,
years ago was Homestead, and I have to go back to Homestead. It produces far better racing than Phoenix, and I feel like that's our best spot for it.
Remember when New Hampshire was a finale?
For 1 year, yeah, because of
That was 2001, all because of that was only because of 9/11.
Yeah.
Never make Loudon the finale again.
Yeah, that was
let's won that race, so I like that. Just remember that Robbie Gordon won. Pretty good race.
All right, who's next?
All right, so next is Elite.
I mean, while Homestead-Miami is the more realistic option, if I could get it, I would want Charlotte Motor Speedway to have it. It's the home of NASCAR. The racing is probably some of, if not the best in the series. These 1.5 mile skill-based track. I really don't see what could be better if we can get it.
Yeah.
I can respect that too. I would if the finale was Homestead, or was Charlotte instead of Homestead, I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah, I can. That was one of the big suggestions from the poll that I really liked as well.
The finale's going to be at Phoenix for at least 15 years, so buckle up.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think 2025 sees something new.
2024.
Yeah, I think 2025 they shake it up.
I hope so.
Atlanta Motor Speedway.
We got Cameron.
Yeah, say Farmer Cameron.
Well, you probably know what I'm gonna say because I am biased, and what I have just saw Homestead. They put on a really good race with the next gen car at this track, and I feel like it's just a perfect fit. Like they could just go back there. I don't know why they ever went to Phoenix. That was the worst decision I feel like they've ever made in NASCAR history.
Oh man, that's crazy. I mean, listen, that's a hot take, but it's not the craziest thing I've heard. I'll tell you that.
NASCAR is a long history of bad decisions, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
True and true.
2004, I would say.
I'm also a Bell bias, so yeah, Homestead.
Oh yeah.
Jay, he's probably gonna have an interesting take.
Yeah, so we'll go to Jay for
Wait, why would I have an interesting take?
I don't know.
I mean, I'll take it if you guys.
Let's be real, Jay. Jay, you do typically have some pretty hot takes, so let's hear what you got.
I agree with y'all. I think it's Homestead. I do like it for nostalgia, but for a different reason. I love NASCAR Inside Line, and I don't know how many of y'all played that game, but it has an intro. It has like a really cool intro to it.
Yeah,
and the way the commentator says Homestead-Miami Speedway, something about it just makes me love that damn track.
Yeah, I love it too. I'm with you.
On the Wii. I had Inside Line on the Wii, and it was the worst game I've ever played. It sucked.
I had it on, yeah.
I gave it to my neighbor. My neighbor
I basically use that game as the Nintendo Wii version of Wreckfest because the controls, it worked, but I could not control the car to save my life. I would literally just turn the thing around, and I would just basically try and do what any 10-year-old kid would do. Just do a 180 and try and see, okay, who is leading the race? Okay, so-and-so is leading the race. All right, I'm just going to basically T-bone you head on and try and create the biggest crash.
That's classic.
Play that game, anyone can.
All right, let's go to Nino. Sorry, Jay.
I do think it actually does put on good racing though. It's not purely just for nostalgia. I just want to make sure.
Now this is going to be an interesting one because Nino lives in Phoenix, so this will be interesting to hear his take.
All right, this is either going to be good or bad. I think I don't know if they've done this. Probably not. I think the finale should be. I actually have two choices. First choice, it would be Las Vegas, like an evening towards the night race. I think
Okay.
if it would fit the vibe perfectly.
Okay, yeah,
Lights, the
I can
strip,
buy that.
I can agree with that.
It's not bad.
I
and then
respect that.
second choice would be just Homestead, but at night.
Yeah.
Fits the
I
vibe.
just thought of this. This would be super
Wow,
cool.
so
But
even
Martinsville
even
finale would be
local
so
Phoenix
under the lights,
residents
man.
hate Phoenix as a track.
I mean, Phoenix is okay. It's not the
Phoenix
best,
is-
and it's not the worst either. Well, at least in my opinion. So at
It's
least we
definitely
have
yeah.
at least
would be
at least
good
we
in
have
like
a
the
track.
round of 12, in my opinion.
That's it.
You're talking to someone in Colorado. You have no idea how much that means. At least we have a track.
Hey,
bad, I'm sorry.
Pikes Peak, man. I talked about that in a video earlier this week. I would love to see Pikes Peak back in some fashion.
My dad ran the Richard
That'd be
Petty
crazy.
I've heard Pikes
experience
Peak
there, and that
really
was
good track.
awesome.
Yeah, that is a good track.
Yeah, it looks like an incredible venue. I think that at least some sort of capacity should be there in NASCAR. So,
Bro, you're allowed. Bro, NASCAR is a sport where cars are literally allowed out and sometimes encouraged to hit each other. Do you really think it'd be a good idea to have that going up a hill with no guardrail?
No.
No.
Pikes
drops?
Peak is a
Oh,
mountain.
man,
not
hang in
the
there.
hill.
Pikes Peak.
Hang in there. Chastain gives you a bum. Hang in there.
Pikes Peak doesn't have an open turn though, does it?
No.
Yeah,
He was talking about the hill climb.
That'd
Yeah.
be badass. That would be badass.
Oh.
Pikes Peak Hill
Why
Climb.
not?
There's a whole new
Yeah,
meaning
no,
for
I
that.
don't think NASCAR would allow that one. I think Pikes Peak International Raceway, I believe that actually would be a good
Yeah,
track.
that's the one I'm talking about. I don't know what a hill
Pikes
climb
Peak
is.
International Hill Climb, no way.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Speedway. But anyway, all right, let's go to Racing Guy.
What?
Where do you think the finale should be held?
Homestead.
Solid. Short and sweet to the point. Love it.
Yeah.
Let's go. Gamer.
Actually, I would say Tech, or I guess I should say.
Did you almost say
Ty
Texas?
Dillon Extraordinary. Ty Dillon Extraordinary is actually in front of me.
Not on my screen. He's not.
Oh, well, I'm looking at the Discord.
That's what I'm
and
looking at
Tech-
too. But anyway,
Tech is in front of me, so if Tech can hear, you go, or if Matt wants me to go,
How about you
doesn't
go?
matter.
How about you go? He called you.
yeah, let's just.
Back to coleslaw later.
Yeah, we got to get back to coleslaw. So, Gamer, you go.
I kind of have, I don't know. I mean, I have like 3 options, I guess. One, and probably because if anybody's seen the Iowa video, that's number 1 because that is my home track. 2 would be Nazareth. I would love for that place to come back. Nazareth, Pennsylvania. Because some of the old, like
That's an
NASCAR
interesting pick.
06, 05, you can run really. I mean, I was able to run really damn good at Nazareth in those games. Third option, The Rock, Rockingham. I would love for
I
Rockingham.
fucking love Rockingham, man.
Hell
So
yeah.
those are my
And
3
the
options:
picture-
Iowa, Nazareth, and Rockingham. I would
Best
love for
finale
2 of
Solid.
those to be able to come back.
Love it. All right, Tech, it's your turn.
Yeah. Texas. No, I'm joking. Kansas. I had two ideas. Kansas, cause like y'all ever seen that shot where it's like they have the camera in turn 4, and you see how everybody's going through different lanes. Like everybody's running high, low, medium,
Yeah.
whichever one.
I mean, it does
Imagine
produce
that, and
great
that
racing,
finish.
though.
Imagine how that racing would be if they have a motive to do it. I mean, every day they have a motive, but like the motive of you get the champion, the racing would be calm. There's no chilling out. There's nothing like that. That was my first option. My second option was gonna be my first option, but I heard the news and it made me sad. I used to be an F1 fan. I got into NASCAR thanks to the BK cars, but another BK Red Bull cars. But
There you go.
my first race I watched was the 2013 Auto Club. I want Auto Club. I want Auto
Oh,
Club.
that would be sweet.
Auto Club
I
was
so
Oh, man.
wish they would not have taken Auto Club out. Because that was actually a damn good track.
changing.
Auto Club was awesome.
Day to night race. I
Long
feel like
tail
the finale should
roads.
be day to night. That'd be
So many mistakes. Thin axis roads. Crazy.
Yeah, it's
racing.
tough.
Man, I'm gonna miss Auto Club.
I am too.
I was gonna go with Auto Club, and I'm gonna go with Kansas because it's like a smaller Auto Club.
Yeah.
Well,
All
if you
right, I'm
want
with
something
it.
like Auto Club, just pick Michigan.
Michigan, no, Michigan's too one lane.
Let's see.
All right then.
And then
I see how
weakest,
it is.
and then Tyler Reddick fan. What do you think?
I've heard a lot of things, like a lot of track suggestions, like Las Vegas, Auto Club, and Charlotte, and even some of the out of field ones like Nazareth and The Rock. But if you ask me, I feel like a perfect venue for the NASCAR finale would be Darlington.
Yeah,
Oh,
if nobody,
Yeah, what if they held throwback
Darlington.
weekend?
Crap.
if
Yeah.
nobody had said that one, that was going to be my suggestion. Is Darlington? That's a phenomenal idea.
That's pretty sick. That's badass.
Well, not with the Martinsville racing now.
Oh, I'm talking like Gen 6 Martinsville racing finale. That's the stuff.
If the short track package wasn't bad, Martinsville would have been my answer. But like since it's like terrible, it's just
Yeah.
it would have been a snoozer.
Yep. All right. Well, Coleslaw, you're back on the clock here. You can't hide much longer.
All right. Okay. So I've heard a lot of these responses. I
Watch him
formulated
dip.
a couple answers. Okay. I'm gonna leave Homestead for later when I'm talking. I just want to bring up some other tracks that came up to mind. If Auto Club was still available, like imagine the night race championship at Auto Club like they did for the IndyCar series.
Amazing.
Yeah, just like they
They
did for the
also
IndyCar
ran
series.
NASCAR at Auto Club at night.
That would be perfect.
2010 or 2011, they did.
They did, and I loved it.
Like
I love
that would.
They're tearing it all down.
But if we're looking at like current tracks, look, just to set the tone over here, I believe the night race. I believe the championship race has to be a night race. If Michigan had lights,
Day to night finale, bro, that would be nice.
If Michigan had lights, I would say give it a try. Kansas is a very good option.
Does Kansas have lights though? I don't
has
think it
very
does.
great racing.
Yeah, Kansas has. No, I think Kansas does.
Kansas.
Yeah, you might be right, man. I'm not
Kansas
sure.
does definitely.
I think it has lights, but they suck.
they have lights definitely.
No, they do.
lights.
They do have lights
Remember
because
the
the Spring
Almirola
Kansas race of 2014 was a night race. So yeah, they do have lights. I forgot about that.
They had a night race in 2020.
And 16, I think.
Oh yeah, that's right. They did, didn't they?
Yeah.
When Ryan Priest crashed, one of those very many hard crashes.
They also ran the night race in 2016. I found.
No, but the problem with Kansas is it's not a very marketable track to like a lot of how do you say casual fans.
Yeah.
I feel like
just throw the finale at Daytona like the iceberg said's gonna happen.
No,
we're
definitely
Look, I love super speedway racing, but holding the championship finale at a super speedway,
especially if it's like the format we have now.
Yeah, no,
that'd be chaotic.
All right.
That would be so stupid.
All right, y'all. I'm going to.
finale at Daytona would be the LA Coliseum.
Oh, God,
Yeah,
no.
I am.
Listen here.
All right, guys. I'm going to. I'm gonna end stream. Because my wife has to get back here. She has to go to work, so she has to go to bed. But
My answer is Homestead.
Oh, solid.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off. She's been texting me, going nuts. So,
okay, man.
yeah, that's the life of So I'm gonna end stream. I'm gonna come back in here though and talk to you guys if y'all want to hang around. But yeah, so let me.
A little bit, but I gotta get into bed too
Like,
myself.
who's the guy that was dissing about Daniel Suarez? So, like,
All right, guys. So thanks for everybody that stuck around. Appreciate it. It was a good stream. Had a little fun question to ask there at the end. We ran this poll. I actually lied. I said we had 500 votes. We were 4 shy, 496, but the resounding answer was Homestead at 80%. But we did have some great suggestions here too, and I'll put some of those up on the screen. Double A said that they would love to see Bristol if they got the package right. We actually had a Daytona answer. So Tyler thought that Daytona would be a good one. A lot of Homestead. This was interesting. Daytona 500 should be the finale from Brian. That's an interesting one. We had Charlotte, Las Vegas. A lot of them came up that we talked about tonight. But yeah, guys, appreciate everybody for stopping out. You guys rock. This week's upload schedule, it's a 1 upload week. We might have the graphic designer Darksea's video out on Tuesday. Still kind of jury out on that one. But today, looking at my calendar, we are going to be doing Xfinity 25 through 29 on Friday, so be on the lookout for that. But until next time, guys, I will talk to you later. Congratulations to Christopher Bell for a massive clutch win. But that'll do it for us here at Dogleg Media. I'm Matt, your host, and you've been watching the Race Reaction stream. I'll see you next time.